Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the channel. My name is Asim Amjad, and in this video lecture we start discussing the module number 9, that is projection of points and lines. At the end of this lecture you would be able to understand the positions of a point and lines and the notation system of a point and lines. Point. A point is represent a location in space. It's a dimensionless geometrical entity and it has no magnitude. A point is also obtained wherever two straight or curved lines intersect each other, or a point is also obtained at the intersection of three mutually inclined and perpendicular planes. Point is usually represented by a dot or a very small circle. In fact, projection of point have no practical significance. However, it serves the basis for projection of line, projection of planes, and projection of solids. That's why we discussing first projection of points. Position of a point. In the conventional coordinate system, the position of point in space is denoted by its three coordinates y, x, y, and z. And in engineering drawing, two reference planes, that is the HP horizontal plane and the VP the vertical plane, is used to indicate the position of point in a space, and the principal plane PP is being an arbitrary plane and it is rarely used to specify the point's position. The given point may be situated in any one of the four quadrants, and the point may also lie on either of the reference plane or both the reference planes. Okay, now let's place a point A in different quadrants and its front and top view are brought in same plane for observer to see clearly. Front view is visible as it is a view on VP. But as top view is a view on HP, so it is rotated downward 90 degree in clockwise direction. The front view of the HP comes below the SY line and the part behind the VP comes above. Okay, so now let's start observing the position of a point in different quadrants. This is the HP and this one is the VP vertical plane and this one is the HP horizontal plane. Okay, now let's first place a point in first quadrant. This one is the point A and the observer is looking at this side and the A point is shown on the VP A dash and the point A is located on HP. And now let's rotate the plane of HP at 90 degree downward and here you see the point A. Repeat the same procedure for the position of point in other quadrants like this, but the observer still fits its position. Now the point is in second quadrant and this one is the front view of the point A on the VP A dash and the top view of point A is donated on HP the horizontal plane, and as you see if you rotate this plane 90 degree downward then this side of the plane is moved upward, so the point A shown on the above HP but behind the VP is moved towards the VP like this. This one is the front view and this one is the top view of the point in second quadrant. Okay, now let's place a point A in third quadrant and its front view is drawn behind the VP A dash and its top view is drawn below the HP A. And after rotating the plane, the top view is seen above the XY line. This is the XY line. Okay, now place a point in fourth quadrant, and here you see this representation. Now you can clearly see the difference between the position of a point in different quadrant. In first quadrant you can see the front view is seen on the VP and the top view is seen below the XY line on above HP. In second quadrant, the front view is seen behind the VP and above the HP you can see the top view of a point. In third quadrant you can see the front view behind the VP and top view below the HP. In fourth quadrant you can see the front view on the VP and top view below the HP. But here you can see in first quadrant the front view is above the XY line, and here you can see front view is below the XY line. And these two quadrants you clearly see the planes are merged together. That's why when we draw a orthographic projection views, that views are merged together and we cannot understand it. That's why we could not draw the projection of objects or multi-view drawing either in second quadrant or the fourth quadrant. Only we can draw a projection of different objects in first quadrant or in third quadrant. Notation system of a point. Following are the notations that would be used for understanding the different views in orthographic projection. The top view is shown as A, front view is shown as A dash, and the side view is shown as A double dash. Okay, now let's discuss one by one each of the orientation of point in space. Position 1 in first quadrant. We have a point A1 that is above the HP and in front of VP. So the point is denoted as A1 and the front view is denoted as A dash and the top view is denoted as A1. Now let's see its representation in 3D and 2D. The line that separate the VP and HP is denoted as XY line. Here is our point A1, here is observer X, and this is the representation of point in first quadrant. In this conclusion table you clearly see the point is above the HP and the point in front of VP, and in 2D you can see the front view is drawn above the XY line and the top view is drawn below the XY line. Now same kind of representation is used for the other positions of a point in different quadrants. This one is a practice problem for you. So pause the video and solve it. Draw the projections of a point A which is 50 mm above the HP and 30 mm front of the VP. Okay, hopefully you come with the right answer. Here is the solution for your reference purpose. Here you can see the line HY as indicated in the problem. Point A is 50 mm above the HP and 30 mm in front of VP. Okay, let's draw the position of a point in 3D. This is the point which is 30 millimeter in front of VP and 50 millimeter in above HP. So this is the HP, this one is the VP. So the point is above at 50 millimeter and point is 30 millimeter front of the VP. So after looking at this side, you can see its height of point is 50 millimeter. So the front view, you can see the height of the point is 50 millimeter. So you place a point here. And while looking at the top view of the point, you see this 30 millimeter distance. So the top view is drawn as A, or here you can see the 30 millimeter distance. Position 2, second quadrant. So the point A2 is above the HP and behind the VP, and this one is the representation of point in second quadrant, and this one is the representation of point in second quadrant while using the 2D method, and this one is the 3D view of the point. So you can conclude that in 3D the point is above the HP and behind the VP, and in 2D you clearly see the front view is above the SY line and the top view is above the XY line. So both points are shown on above the XY line. Problem number 2. Draw the projection of the point B, which is 50 millimeter above the HP and 30 millimeter behind the VP. And here is the solution. Now we place a point in below the HP and behind the VP, that is the position number 3 of a point in third quadrant. In third quadrant, the point is below the HP and behind the VP as shown here. And in 2D, front view is drawn below the XY and top view is drawn above the XY line. This one is the representation of point in 3D and in 2D. Problem number 3. Now you have to draw the projection of point C, which is 50 millimeter below the HP and 30 millimeter behind the VP, and this one is the correct orientation of point in third quadrant. Now we are assuming the point in the fourth quadrant and it's below the HP and in front of VP, and you can see in 3D the point is below the HP and in front of VP, and in 2D you can see the front view is drawn below the XY line and the top view is also drawn below the XY line, and these are the representation of points in fourth quadrant. This one for 3D orientation of a point, and this one is the 2D orientation of point in fourth quadrant. Problem number 4. Now you have to draw the projection of point D, which is 50 millimeter below the HP and 30 millimeter in front of VP, and this one is the correct answer. Now in this case the point is actually above the HP but in VP. So this one is the 3D representation of point and this one is the 2D representation of point. So in 3D you can see the point is basically above the HP and point in VP, mean the point is basically placed on the VP, mean XY line. In 2D you can see the front view is created above the XY line and the top view is basically created on the XY line, that is shown here, A5. So in this case it has the height from the HP but it is placed on this VP plane. Now draw the projection of point E in the VP and 50 millimeter above the HP. This one is the correct orientation of point. Now in this case, position number 6, the point is below the HP and in VP. So the point is below the HP and point in VP is shown here. The 3D orientation of point, the point is lie on the XY line and below the HP. This is the 2D view of the point. So here front view is drawn below the XY line and the top view is drawn on XY line. Now draw the projection of point F, that is in the VP and 50 millimeter below the HP. And this one is the correct orientation of point for the said problem. Position number 7. In position number 7, the point is lie in HP and in front of VP. In 3D view, you can see the point in HP and in front of VP, point in HP and in front of VP. And in 2D view, you can see the front view is drawn on the XY line and the top view is drawn below the XY line, that is A7. This one is the 3D orientation of point and this one is the 2D view of the point. Now solve the projection of point G, which is in the HP and 30 millimeter in front of the VP. In position 8, the point is in HP and behind the VP. You clearly see in the 3D orientation, the point is lie in HP and behind the VP. And in 2D orientation, you can see the front view is created on the XY line and the top view is created above the XY line. Now solve problem number 8 for the projection of point H, which is in the HP and 30 millimeter behind the VP. In position 9, point is in HP and in VP. Mean the point is lie basically on the XY line. So the front view and the top view is drawn on the XY line. And here is the practice problem number 9. So you have to draw the projection of point I, which lies in both the reference plane. Mean the distance from the plane is 0 and the point is actually lie on the XY line. Let's consider the side view of the point. The side view of point is obtained by projecting the front view and top view with respect to x1, y1. So now let's draw the left hand side view of the point A, which is 50 millimeter above the HP and 30 millimeter front of the VP. Here you can see the front view of the point on the VP and here you can see the top view of the point on HP plane. The distance of the point on front view is 50 millimeter and on top view you can see the distance of the point A is 30 millimeter in front of VP and the height of the point is basically 50 millimeter. So when you have to draw the side view of the point, then you simply project the principal plane on the right side and here you see the point A double dash, that is indicating the side view of the point.